Move over, Elvis. We have a new contender for Best Biopic about a musician this year. So first off, I looked at kind of like some of the negative reviews, and I was like, how could people possibly hate this movie? And a lot of the negativity from this movie comes from people who went into this expecting this to be serious, which it's a Weird Al movie. How could you expect this to be serious? I guess they were expecting, like, the true story about Weird Al, and this is not it. This is obviously, since it's a Weird Al movie, it is a parody. It's a parody of biopics, like, Elvis and Bohemian Rhapsody, those kind of movies. And it's also pretty self-aware about what it is, without being too cheeky and self-referential about it. Like, there are just some ridiculous moments in this movie, but they play it so straight, like, it's literally, like, this is what actually happened, even though it's very clearly not. And that's the charm of it. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Weird Al on car trips. I still listen to Weird Al. He never gets old. His music for me never gets old. And even some of his weaker material is still pretty entertaining. And growing up, I also loved Harry Potter. So by combining the two, by having Harry Potter playing Weird Al, this was absolutely magical for me. Daniel Radcliffe absolutely disappears into the role. He's having the time of his life. And there's other celebrity cameos. There are a ton of them, by the way. They're just blink and you'll miss it. And they're all having a good time. You can tell everybody's in on the joke. They're all having a blast with this. And it also helps to have a deep knowledge about Weird Al's parody lyrics, specifically his earlier songs, because there's so many sharp little references to them, and they're just kind of casually thrown in. Or if you don't think about it too hard, and they realize, oh yeah, that was a reference to this song. And even if you're not knowledgeable about it, you'll still get a kick out of it because it's just such a bonkers film. The writing is incredibly sharp. The plot goes in some extremely weird directions that I wasn't expecting, and it just gets so random and out there at certain points, but that is also the charm of it. It is both a loving tribute film to Weird Al, while also just being incredibly bonkers and loving to do it. This is definitely the funniest and most original film of the year, so for me, Weird Al movie gets an A+, a 10 out of 10, and a 5 out of 5 stars.